Hi guys, it's Alyssa and I'm back with another video, and I am very excited to announce that I'm publishing a book. So this is my book. It's a collection of poetry called Grace's Daughter. My mom's name is Grace, and it also kind of plays into, you know, the theme of kind of like being a child of God and God's grace. So yeah, it's available on Barnes & Noble and it'll be available on Amazon. They're both available for pre-order right now. The links are down below in the description. It's available in both hardcover and softcover, like paperback, and then it's also supposed to be coupled with a healing journal that I also made and published. That's available right now. I'm also going to link that in the description. So here's my healing journal, and I've talked about this in a previous video. You can check out my video of the 12 books that you need if you can't afford therapy. It's mentioned there. So these two are supposed to be kind of like coupled together. So one is for reading and, you know, taking in the words and reflecting, and then this is for also reflecting and, you know, getting your thoughts down. Yeah, it's so exciting. I'm like very proud to have my work like in my hands, you know, and then soon in stores. And I think that's another amazing thing about it is like I chose to self-publish, and my first time round I'm publishing with Barnes & Noble. It's really cool. It's really awesome. Publishing this book has been a very long journey for me. So I started writing this book in 2020 and started getting in contact with a publishing company in 2021. It's now 2023. It did not work out with that publishing company, and I'm gonna explain why in a later video. They weren't the best. It was bad. And at that point, I found myself doing the work that they were supposed to be doing, and I did what they were supposed to be doing, what took them months to do, within like 48 hours. So I'm like, I might as well just self-publish, you know? And I think self-publishing can kind of come off as like scary, or like the information for self-publishing seems like hidden. It's like, how do you even start? You know, where do you even begin? And like, how can you scale this? I think that was kind of my concern. Like, how can little old me promote this and like get this off the ground? And, you know, not just to like make money, but like to reach people, which is what every you know, author wants. They want their words to reach people and to touch them. So that was my kind of main concern with it. But the more research you do, the more it's all so simple. Like, you kind of just have to, it's one of those things you have to just go through, you know, just step by step, take it step by step, and it's all really, it's fairly easy, you know, very self-explanatory. So yeah, I'm super excited, and like, you know, this is only just the beginning of things I have planned, you know. I think another fun thing that I'm having with this whole like publishing a book is the fact that I get to create PR packages. So over there I have like a whole table of like goodies and boxes and stuff that I'm getting ready to set up and send out to people so that they can promote the book. And yeah, that's super exciting to kind of just be my own boss. Like, this is the starting stages of that, and I'm super proud of myself, you know. Even if I don't make like a ton of money, at least I got this. So what is my book about? My book is a collection of poetry, like I said before, but it kind of takes you through, I think, like 3-4 different stages of leaving behind adolescence and coming into becoming a young woman, and like what femininity means, what guidance means at this time in my life, and what does it mean to have a point of knowledge and to be a point of knowledge, you know, as a woman. So that's really where a lot of my thoughts and like poetry came from in this book. Also, a lot of the experiences that I had gone through. That's another reason why it took so long for the book to come out, because I started this book when I was 18, now I'm 22. Like, what I was going through at 18 is not the same thing I was going through at 19, not the same thing I was going through. Like, each year, it's something different, you know, which I'm glad, because it's like, okay, I'm growing pretty fast, maybe too fast, all right, you can slow that down, honestly. But I think it's really like, this really is just, it shows the evolution of not only what I was going through emotionally but mentally, and it shows, you know, going from being a little girl to being a young woman. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why it took so long. It's because I was changing so fast, and you know, when I read back onto the book, I think it was like 2020 or 2021, I was like, this needs some maturing. Like, you know, it needs to be shaped up a bit. I'm not in the same space. I have new poetry to put into this. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason was because I was still in school and I had moved out of the country. So that was a bit difficult, and I couldn't work when I was in Italy. It took a really long time to be able to legally like be able to work there. So it was very hard to like find different ways to generate money. So, and then, you know, to publish and to go with the publishing company I went with, there was a certain amount that I did have to put into it. So that's another reason why it took so long. Sorry if you're like hearing any background noise. My family's home and the AC is running. It's kind of loud, sorry. But yeah, so then the healing journal. So this didn't come about until actually a few months ago. So today is December 3rd. I made this maybe October. I had the thought of this and I was like, it'd be really cute to kind of like couple the books, you know? And you mean you can have one without the other, but I just think it's such a cute pairing now. So yeah. So basically the book is, it's supposed to be a starting point for people who want to start healing, who want to seek therapy, stuff like that. But they might not know where to start, but you know, you can just start with your own words, you know, getting what you have to say down on a piece of paper and out there. That helps with a lot of processing of your emotions, different situations that you've been through. That's just a good place to start getting into that kind of behavior. So I guess I should kind of maybe like go through the books with you guys. I won't be reading anything, at least not any poetry. I'll probably do some of the prompts from the healing journal, but I won't be doing any of the poetry. Okay, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, one. And two, if you want to know what it says, you should go buy it. Okay, so here is the contents. It's not like a super long book. It's very like short and sweet, but I tried to also keep it very like well-rounded, but also like succinct. So there's about 4 chapters. So first there's Inception, Seeds, Stem, and Daughter. Okay, Grace's daughter. Inception, I guess I could read this one to you guys. So the daughter is a vessel, clouds pull into her depressions, healing the battered body of her life. Shattered at the knees, ribs of faith broken, yet there is so much more life to be sailed through, to be lived and loved. A vessel I am. Sorry, I messed up my own words. But, so this is like the first chapter. I think this first chapter is more so a reflection of what I was going through in 2020. I was going through a lot of hardships, like literally everyone, because that's when the pandemic started. And I think so much of the things we were hiding kind of just crept up on us and hit us over the head. So not only were we dealing with like financial issues, germs being everywhere because it was a pandemic, a lot of, you know, our traumas or like behaviors or certain situations within relationships or within ourselves that weren't being dealt with reared their head and came to life. And I think it was just all so overwhelming. I won't get into too much detail about what was going on, but that's the stage I was in. I had just graduated high school and I had just gotten my degree, and there were a lot of things I was looking forward to. Like I had to graduate like through my TV screen. Like they had my graduation on TV. Like everything was remote. It was crazy. I was excited to graduate, but it was like super disappointing. So this is kind of like a reflection of a lot of the things I was going through. Also a bit of a reflection of what I was going through when I first moved to Rome, my first semester. My first year in Rome was the toughest year. My second year was the best year. And of course, like my last semester in Rome was the semester where things were literally just going so perfectly. And of course, that's the semester that I had to graduate and leave. This last December, actually, so December 2022. We have seeds, and it says the fear gets tiring. So this is kind of just a point where I got so tired of what I was going through. It was a place where a lot of seeds from the past and present had been planted and they were starting to grow. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. Growing pains. So then there's STEM, and then it says truth is not brutality, though that's the only way I've known it. So this is really the process where I had a huge like shift in my mindset, and this is really just kind of like a reflection of that. So that's what that chapter is about. And then the last chapter, daughter, and it says, alas, our eyes align and you see it too. And this chapter is basically a reflection of where I'm at now, which is like a huge celebration of my life and having a lot of gratitude and growing a lot and just moving forward. And even when life gets tough, I have just a whole new view on it, you know? Like, it's still something that I want to partake in, you know? So that is the poetry book, available on Barnes & Noble. Okay, only the hardcover is available on Barnes & Noble. I set up 2 hardcovers, so there's one with the dust jacket, there's this, and then there's another one where it's just the, like, the cover itself is hard. I don't know exactly. It doesn't have a dust jacket, but yeah. So now Grace's Daughter, journal prompts for healing. Okay. So the first section in this, look at my little copyright. Oh, sorry. That's so cool. So there's an introduction, and then the first part is called Be Honest. And it says, this is a moment to take off the veil, to stop masking and performing. Your journey starts with self-honesty, self-accountability. You may not be responsible for the things that have happened to you, but it is your undoing. So that's where you first start, boom. Like, taking on full responsibility for literally everything, even if it's things that aren't necessarily your fault. You know, your life is still your responsibility. Like, getting up tomorrow and dealing with it is your responsibility. So how are you going to choose to handle that? And, you know, just the simple act of, like, the first very act of recognizing that everything is your responsibility. Not like everything, but everything pertaining to you and, like, your inner world and where you want to go in life, that's your responsibility. That's where you have to start, just realizing, like, okay, maybe I haven't been honest with myself, or I need to be more honest with myself. So then next we have mending childhood. So I think going back into your childhood is very important, because that's where a lot of things and a lot of patterns can stem from. Then we have a relationships chapter. So you reflect on relationships, forgiveness, thinking about your past relationships. So not just romantic relationships, but like friendships, familial relationships, stuff like that. And then we have the unshakable soul, which is the point that you want to get to, you know, having a strong sense of self and sense of direction, being a healthy person. But being a healthy person takes work. So this is a good place to start working. Okay. So really quick, I just want to show you guys the setup for the PR packages. I'm not sending out a lot because, you know, I'm just a small business owner, literally just getting started. But I still think it's really cute. I don't have everything like here yet. Amazon's still delivering stuff, but the setup so far, I'm already proud of. So let me just show you. So as usual, thank you so much for watching my channel and for all the love and support. Please buy my book if you want to, if you get a chance. And I hope that you enjoy it if you do. So thank you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.